Lots of news coming out of the city of Oakland, which just made some historic decisions in this most recent election. Joining us live now to discuss is Mayor Libby Schaaf. Thanks so much for joining us again this afternoon.
Of course, it's always good to be here.
Okay, so let's start with the results of this latest election. As you know, Schaaf won in a very close race. She did not get your endorsement for the job. How do you feel about the voters' decision?
Listen, she and I have worked very well together while she has served on the council as actually my council member. And so I do believe that she's someone who listens to the people, will be responsive. And honestly, I agree with her on many policy areas. Our early meetings have been really cordial and excited. I think we are going to have a really great transition. And she has many of the same priorities I've had, including a new ballpark at Howard Terminal.
Okay. So we are going to get to that in just a moment here, but I would like to get a sense of the guidance that you've provided to her as she starts transitioning into office.
You know, we are both mothers of teenagers, and so a lot of what we talked about was how to protect your personal life, you know, how to safeguard your children's happiness. You know, obviously hiring decisions, how to manage your time. Those are all very practical considerations. So I just want to be honest, like a lot of our exchanges have been really of a personal nature because I really have worked closely with her over these years, and I really look forward to seeing how she is going to lead our beautiful, beautiful city.
And you also mentioned that you're hoping that she's really going to kind of take the reins over when it comes to the Howard Terminal project, right? So last time that we spoke here on KRON 4, you told us that it might not be a done deal until next year. Do you think that Mayor-elect Schaaf will be able to keep the A's in Oakland?
I do, and it's because, boy, we are giving her quite, you know, an almost baked deal, tremendous results on grants, many pending grants that already have been submitted to the federal government for all of that infrastructure money. So I feel very confident that this should come over the finish line in this first year. And, you know, the A's have a deadline that the Players Association put in front of them to have a deal done by the end of this coming year. So I believe that that pressure will be good for both sides to reach a conclusion. We are so close. And really, this is giving the waterfront back to the people. It's not just about baseball or even the jobs or the public parks. It is about giving that waterfront back to public access. That is what excites me the most.
All right. And going back real quick to the results of this latest election here, we'd like to talk to you real quick as well about the results of the Alameda County District Attorney's race. You now have Pamela Price, the first black DA, elected to that position. What kind of difference do you think she'll make when it comes to addressing crime in the city?
Well, this is something I think everyone will have to watch cautiously. You know, I think we should always give a new elected official the benefit of the doubt. But I, for one, am going to be watching to see that we are still holding people who have committed serious crimes, especially gun crimes, accountable. A holistic approach to public safety includes enforcement. And I am a little concerned, based on a lot of the campaigning, how this DA is going to function. She's not been a prosecutor before. I'm worried about how the office is going to respond. And then I'm also really hope that she will preserve things that are in place that have been really incredible, like the Family Justice Center that Nancy O'Malley founded. That has served particularly women that have been subject to sexual trafficking and domestic violence. That is a really important asset for our community that I really expect someone like DA Price to maintain.
Okay, well, we will certainly be keeping an eye on how her term shapes out in the year to come. Now, switching gears real quickly here, we'd like to also check in with you about your recent trip overseas. You were part of a delegation of mayors who visited India. And so walk us through what some of the goals of that trip were and what that experience was like.
It was amazing. One of our sponsors was the Center for Interfaith Relations. We visited 4 cities that were centers of Hinduism, Islam, Sikhism, and then finally, just what a highlight to end on Tibetan Buddhism with an hour-and-a-half private audience with His Holiness the Dalai Lama. There were 7 mayors present from all over the country. We all have cities that have compassion or sanctuary as part of our values. And so to sit with this incredible moral leader and to hear his messages, particularly around compassion for all of humanity and service, that is the antidote to the depression that is plaguing many of our communities in this post-pandemic world. It was inspiring, and I was very proud to be representing Oakland, California on this trip.
Yeah, certainly a powerful moment and an unforgettable moment as well. We'd also, and I know we've got a lot of topics we're covering in a very short time here, Mayor, but we'd like to check in with you about, Too Short, fans of the rap icon, and, they're going to have a lot to celebrate tomorrow when an Oakland street is going to be renamed in his honor. Can you tell us where that's happening and why you yourself wanted to pay tribute?
Well, it's great when people who have become famous come home and really celebrate their roots in Oakland. Too Short is very proud to be a graduate of Fremont High School. And so that street is going to be right by his alma mater. And we are going to be celebrating that rain or shine tomorrow. And it really is just a tribute to Oakland, that this is a city, when you are born and raised here, no matter where you go in your life, it stays close to your heart, and you always feel thankful for everything that Oakland has given you, the beautiful and the bad, the hard times. And Too Short certainly has never held back on kind of laying out all of Oakland's challenges, but also its strength and its beauty.
And we're hearing that Too Short's new Mount Westmore album just came out. Have you personally had a chance to listen to it?
I have not, but I'll do it before tomorrow.
That's a good idea. Well, thank you so much, Oakland Mayor Libby Schaaf, for your perspective and your time this afternoon. We appreciate it.
Thank you, and please support the Oakland Mayor's Toy Drive. That's a good thing to do for this holiday season.
All right, thank you so much.